649. We are from group Bayesian. We're going to present the project named an investigation on factors that affect the student involvements in extracurricular activities. Let's go. Our main objective of our project is to study the reasons why students involved in co-curricular activities and to know which curricular activities students interest the most among the UEM students. Let's look into area of study. To be precise on area of study, this survey was conducted at University Utara Malaysia, which located in Sitokeda. This is a public university which owned and funded by the government, and excluding the teaching personnel, there are 30,617 students who enroll in first degree and postgraduate programs. Let's look into data sampling. In data sampling, we use cluster sampling, which is one of the probability sampling techniques where researchers divide the population into multiple groups, which is clusters, for research. In our project, we use the cluster sampling for divide the population. The UEM students are too large, and we use the cluster sampling for divide them by schools. There are many schools in University of Malaysia, so the schools considered as the clusters, and we use the random sampling for data collection and data analysis. Next, let's look into the methodology. Methodology means a system method that used in a particular area of study. In our project, we use Google questionnaire. Using this questionnaire method of data collection, the study was conducted in very economical way because it's easier for us to accumulating the information for data analysis. Other than that, it is very useful for us to collect large amount of data from large sample, which here we focused on UEM students, and the questionnaire also including the both qualitative and quantitative questions, and with selections too, which put less pressure on the respondent. Types of data. In our questionnaire, there are 14 questions and 3 quantitative questions and 11 qualitative questions. The quantitative question is semester, scale your focus level when you involve with the co-curricular activities, and scale the effectiveness of involvement in co-curricular activities from 1 to 5.
My name is Muhammad Khairin, metric number 275494. Now I'm going to present for my part about the data representation method. In this part, the data will be represented in a frequency distribution table, pie chart and bar chart. The quantitative and the qualitative data will converted into the form of pie chart or bar chart to show how many percentage of answer for each question selected by UUM student. Now, let's move on to our first survey question, which is, what is your gender? From this table and bar chart, we can see that a large majority of the female student is 53% answer the question, compared with male student only 47%. In this question, we have 100 people who benefited each from this co-curriculum activity. The highest percentage is 44% is that they say the benefit gain can relieve stress and relax. For this question, we can see that the highest percentage of focus level that responded is 39%, means the effect on their level of focus is stayed the same.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hidayat bin Ibrahim and my metric number 279395. Today I will explain about data analysis and finding. From our survey, we can see that female are most likely to fill the survey, which is 53% of respondent, while male are only 47% of respondent, which the red color are for female and the blue color is for male. The result for the most college that respondent was collected by data survey using Google survey. The result we can see from this chart, which for the red color is College of Business Corp, which 40% from 100. For College of Arts and Science, we got 46% of respondent, and College of Law, Government and International Studies, we only got the most of students. So for the mod is we can get 46 student from College of Art and Science. So the mode is College of Art and Science. So the variance is the formula is x power of 2 minus the sum minus total up x power of 2 divided by 3 over 3 minus 1. So we can get 289.33. For standard deviation, we just square root the variance and we can get 17.01. That showed the respondent. Next, the calculation for the question. For mean, we divide by 4 because the size of class is 4, and we total up the respondent and divide by 4 and we get 25. For median, the size class is 4 plus 1 divided by 2 and the median is 2.5. Mod, the highest respondent choose the stress relief and realization. So the mode for this question is stress relief and realization. So the variance, the total up of x power of 2 minus the total sum of x, then square divided by 4 over 4 minus 1. Next, from the survey, the question is choose the benefit that you can gain in co-curricular activities. From this question, we provide 4 answers, which social skill, stress relief and realization, broaden your horizon, relationship building. From the survey, the result we can get from the data, and we can assume that the most of UUM students are happy and not stressed because of they can stress relief and realization during the curricular activities, which 44 of respondents choose the stress relief and realization the one of the benefit that you can gain in the curricular activities. For social skills, we got 31 respondents. For the broaden your horizon, only 6 respondents, and the relationship building is the 19th respondent. This is the chart that show and we can get 264 and 667. For this standard deviation, we just square root the variance and we can get 16.269. Next question from our survey is, do you think involved in co-curricular activities is necessary for a student? Do you think involved in co-curricular activities is necessary for a student? The data has been collected successfully and the result we got is here. 86% or 86 students said yes with this statement, and 14 students only said no with this statement. Next question is, are there any issue on involved with this co-curricular activity that mostly handled via online? We provide 4 answers, which network problem, time management, adaptability struggle, lack of interaction. The result we got from the data survey, and we can assume that most of UUM students are facing network problem while the activity is running, which 42% or 42 students are choose network problem, 22 students choose time management, 11 students choose adaptability struggle, and 25 students choose lack of interaction. This chart shows that our survey is most of them are choose network problem, where the blue color is 42% for network problem, the red color 22% for time management, the green color 25% for lack of interaction, and orange color 11% for adaptability struggle. So the calculation for this question, because of we got 4 answer, so we got 4 size of class. So total of respondent divide by size of class, which is 4, then we get 25. For median, the size class is 4. Then we total up with 1 and divide by 2. And we get 2.5 for median. For mode, the most answer that student choose is network problem, which is 42. So we can conclude the mode is network problem because the number of the frequency is the highest. So for variance, we can calculate by the total up x power of 2 minus the total up x then power of 2 divided by 4 and divide by 4 minus 1, and we can get 164.667. For standard deviation, we just square root the variance and we can get 12.832. Next, scale the effectiveness of involvement in co-curricular activities from 1 to 5. The result we got from the data survey, and we can assume that most of students choose 4 from 5 the effectiveness of involvement in co-curricular, which 43 students. For 5, only 32 respondents. For 3, only 21 respondents. The 2, only 1 respondent, and 1, only 3 respondent. This scale show the total of respondent from 1 until 5. That's all from finding and
Next, in this slide, we show the step on how to represent a set of data from the semester table into ascending order, and also to find the median, quartile, and the interquartile range. The following box plot of semester of students show that the median is 3. The most students are from semester between 3 and 4, but some students are from early semester as semester 1 and final semester as semester 8.
Hypothesis test. Step 1 is set up the hypothesis. Step 2 is determine the level of significance and set up the decision rule. The level of significance for our project is 2.5, which is 0.025. Step 3 is select the appropriate test statistic. Step 4 is compute the test statistic. There is a formula to calculate the z-score. And step 5 is interpret the conclusion. And here's the graph for the hypothesis test, which shows the z-score and the critical value and p-value. We can see that the value of z equals to negative 0.550. Critical value is larger, which means the test statistic is below the critical value and falls in the non-rejection region. So which means here we can conclude that mean of scale the effectiveness for involvement for co-curricular activities from 1 to 5 is at least scale 5, which is very effective.
Discussion. Since the COVID-19 outbreak, schools across the country made unprecedented effort to quickly move on to virtual interactive learning platform in order to reach out to students and provide them continuous learning opportunities. In the face of this challenging moment, several online co-curriculum learning activities have been planned for many students, especially UEM students, to attract students to engage in this online co-curriculum activity. Although the method of learning co-curriculum activity give a lot of impact to students in terms of the benefit gain, their level of focus, the main reason students are involved with the selected co-curriculum, and so on. Overall, in this study using the survey questionnaire found that the factor that affect student UEM involved in co-curriculum activity according to their respective interests, and according to the study show they can relieve stress and relax. In addition, the implementation of co-curriculum activity handled via online was found that most students face internet problem than other problems. But according to the result of the study finding, the effect on their level of focus is the same as the physical co-curriculum activity. However, involvement in this co-curriculum activity has an effective impact on students both on campus and off campus. In this study as well, we would like to make suggestions for future research on unanswered questions involved with This co-curriculum activity, such as find out how students control the problem, accounted during the period of online co-curriculum learning activities.
For the conclusion, the survey was conducted for examine the factors that affect student involvement in co-curricular activities among students of University Utara Malaysia. The result from the survey has showed that majority of women with 53% are more likely to answer the survey than men, which is 47%. The study also found that the majority students at UUM are not fully focused on online co-curricular activities, where from a scale of 1 until 5, most of them choose 3, which is 39% of respondents. Based on objective, the major factor that affects student involvement in co-curricular among University Utara Malaysia students is because of to gain experience with 65% of respondents. In this study, we also can conclude that most students believe that involved in co-curricular activity is necessary for a student, and we can see in the survey when majority choose yes, 86% of respondents from the question. That's all from us. Thank you.